As like my girlfriend called the cops on me to get all her stuff out. Insane. No, 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 no.
Alright, chat. Who wants a puff? Come on, guys, go. Easter, go on, go take a puff. I'll blow for you.
I already did.
No, this is strong, trust me.
Welcome to part 69 of Jack Doherty being a complete loser.
You, nigga, f***ing YouTuber! Fill the house, boys!
What the f?
You!
Yo, I was just filming my neighbors fighting and I get called out. What?
Is a guy drunk? He found a spider officer, started to scream, "It's a spider!"
Fucking pieces of shit!
All right, so before we finish this video here, I just wanted to read the caption of this tweet here with this video and why the neighbor is so mad at Jack Doherty, and it makes total sense. So Jack Doherty said, "I stopped renting the house next door because I'm moving out in 2 weeks, so whoever's rented it on Airbnb is crashing out on his friends, and somehow I get called out in the middle of it." What do you mean? Somehow, just somehow, guys, somehow Jack Doherty gets called out in the middle of it, despite claiming that he has, well, actually, I mean, we knew this for a fact. He was renting that house because when McKinley's parents, like last year or whatever, when they were in town, that's where they stayed. They stayed next door. And I guess ever since, he was using it as a Airbnb, like so he could make money and rent out, you know, have people stay there, right? And apparently he was renting the house. He didn't own it. So the moment he stopped renting the house and the Airbnb person found out, because I would like to assume an agent went over to the house, that's why he's crashing out. And it's justified too. Like, who the hell does that? Oh, wait. Jack Doherty does that. Now, you would probably assume that, oh, that's all we're going to be talking about today, guys. I just need to come in here and get a quick bag right now and, you know, talk about Jack Doherty, the rent's due, that kind of thing. But no, it's more. It's not just this one thing, because this actually happened on March 14th. And ever since, honestly, things have been going downhill for Jack Doherty. Because as of last night, Jack Doherty put out this tweet stating, "I'm single," and he attached a video to it. And I mean, I really hope that this is true and it's not like a stunt so that people like me or anybody else, like say Feared Buck on Twitter, talks about him so he gets attention, you know, that sort of thing. And I really do hope that this is real. I really do. Because in my honest opinion, Jack Doherty is a ticking time bomb. Have you seen all of the things that he's done within like the past few years ever since he got like re-blown up with Kick? Like soon there's gonna be news that comes out that Jack Doherty has just like passed away or something because of something stupid he did. I mean, we had the situation where he crashed his car on live stream because he hydroplaned because he was going way too fast down the road on a highway and he was not paying attention to the road at all. He was looking down on his phone. We have the Halloween party incident where his security guard assaulted somebody. We had that moment last year where Jack Doherty jumped Neon live on stream. We have the grooming allegations that I've gone into detail about in videos on my channel here. Those came out around December 2023. And now as of today, we have this shit show right here where apparently Jack Doherty and his girlfriend McKinley had a domestic dispute where the police were actually called. And I'm gonna be real here right now and just give my opinion right off the bat before we even get into anything. Does this really surprise me that something like this eventually happened? No, it really does not. And the reason why I say that is because remember when Jack Doherty and his girlfriend and like their friends went on that cruise and I made that video about them having an argument? As far as I remember, the argument stemmed from Jack Doherty, and by the way, take a shot every time I say Jack Doherty for the people who are going to leave that comment. He was hurting McKinley's feelings, and how he was doing that was he kept making like jokes. I can't remember like an example of one of them. I guess I'll just put up a clip right here.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh! She looks like fucking Michael Jackson. I didn't mean it like that.
You're a fucking asshole. Give me the key, and I'm done. Actually, give me the key, and I'm going to the room. You're so mean.
I didn't mean it like that.
Stop.
No.
Give me the key. You get mad at me when I react to something you fucking say to me. Do you realize how
I was
crazy
reading
that
the
is?
chat.
Okay, and that's fine. So next time you read a comment that breaks me down as a person, I'll make sure to clap my hands.
He just kept doing that essentially, and he failed to realize that those kind of jokes and stuff like that, and him making fun of his girlfriend, you know, she took that kind of personally, and she really didn't like that, which is totally understandable, by the way. And this is why I say it's Jack's fault over her not being able to take a joke or being made fun of. And Jack essentially dismissed her feelings multiple times here and made it all about himself, to the point where he was essentially claiming that his girlfriend was being ungrateful and whatnot, essentially shifting the blame from himself and him essentially being held accountable by his girlfriend for his actions and making fun of her to her. Essentially, that's what he did. And at that point in my video, I was literally saying, like, she needs to get away from this guy because he obviously only cares about himself and getting out of the things that he does. And it seems like he does not care about your feelings or you being there, except for you being there for content and being used as a punching bag. Like, that was the moment that I realized she needs to get away from this guy. And I think any female who saw that video was like, yeah, Jack Doherty is a piece of shit and she needs to leave him. Now, as for today's situation and the reason why she finally left him, quote unquote left him, because we really don't know if she's gonna come back, if this is a public stunt or what, she finally decided that she wanted to leave after they had an argument over her waking up too late. Now, on top of this argument, there have been rumors that he allegedly threatened her, but let's be real here, that might actually be the case, because it's like, who the hell calls the cops on their significant other, somebody that they supposedly love, right? Who does that to come in and retrieve their stuff? Like, it's honestly such a huge red flag, and I really hope that the future female that this guy gets with realizes that. Honestly, I mean, honestly, if they get with him, then they really didn't realize that, or they're there just for the money. But yeah, no, with all the other things that this guy has done and the behavior that he's given off with his past girlfriend, huge red flag. And I mean, honestly, like I said in the beginning of the video, he's a ticking time bomb. So from what I understand, this situation happened on the 23rd. I'm not too sure if it was live broadcasted. I mean, honestly, knowing Jack Doherty, it probably was. But if it was taken down. I'm assuming she left when this happened, or maybe she stayed. And then a little bit later, at around like 10 o'clock, she then calls the cops on him to retrieve her stuff from his house. And then this is where we get the video that was posted around 19 hours ago, which it was obviously delayed, unless I got the timeline wrong, but I'm really hoping I didn't.
As like, my girlfriend called the cops on me to get all her stuff out. Insane. Like, what the fuck? I can't believe what's happening right now. Girls are the fake. You guys wouldn't even believe it.
You know, half of me wants to be like, oh, she was a gold digger, Jack Doherty has money. I mean, that would be really, really bad to say, honestly. But even if she was, why would she just leave you randomly out of the blue after an argument if you were not a horrible person who treated her like shit, like we've already seen happen in the past? Like, a pattern that you guys are gonna start to see, if you haven't seen it already, is that Jack Doherty, whenever something doesn't go his way, especially when it comes down to something him and his girlfriend disagree on, he starts manipulating her essentially. I've seen a lot of gaslighting, a lot of guilt tripping, projection, and many other types of manipulation. Like, here's an example right here. The next tweet that he posts is another video. This one's longer, 2 minutes, and this is where they go through the house and she grabs her stuff, right? He captions this with, "You give a girl the world and she'll still call the cops on you to come get her stuff," with a laughing face emoji. Like, see, there are many issues with this, especially if Jack genuinely cares about this relationship. Something that we've gone over in the past is this guy will make literally everything in the content. And we have examples of this, many actually, but a main example involving the both of them is whenever they get into arguments together, for some reason, Jack just happens to be live, or, you know, there's a video going, so it's all on recording and then it gets posted. Or like this right here. I mean, any normal, rationally thinking human being who has at least a little respect for their significant other who is involving the police to go grab their stuff because they don't feel safe around you. Like, I don't think a normal person, even with a platform, is going to start like posting videos like publicly humiliating said significant other who's involving the police because they do not feel, you know, safe. Like, I know that this guy's job is content and, you know, going viral to make money and whatnot, and he's obviously doing that, but at what cost? Like, a lot of people do not like this guy because he has a bad reputation, because he's a piece of shit, and he is, honestly, in my opinion, a daredevil. I mean, he'll just do things without thinking about the cause and effect, and that's when dumb or dangerous shit will happen. And for the females who are watching this, especially the ones that are well known and have a platform and have the possibility of hooking up with Jack, please, for the love of God, do not. Even if you're just in it for the money or whatever, definitely not worth it. I mean, we've seen all of the red flags. Like, he's just a ticking time bomb. Who knows what he'll do next? Anyways, continuing besides my opinion, I wanted to show the second clip where they're going through his house with the police. And while you're watching this clip, feel free to listen to what Jack says and watch him continue to not only disrespect his girlfriend, but everybody who he's around in this clip, including the police. Just take a look.
Yes, you usually wouldn't answer me. You called the cops before you fucking talked to your boyfriend? Are you kidding me? Like, how the fuck are you doing that? That's it, bro. That's all I did.
That I don't know.
Yeah, but I did. I just wanted to talk to you. That's it. So you wouldn't answer me, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what?
Like,
You called the cops.
you can't like slow down so I can be with you.
But yeah, as you guys can see right here, I mean, I guess I'm not expecting him to be happy about this, but he's doing a little bit too much right here. He's raising his voice, he's cussing at her and stuff like that. Like, this is just ridiculous. The fact that she has to put up with somebody like this is just crazy to me. And honestly, if she's finally gonna get away and not come back, like maybe a week later, then I'm gonna give her that W. Now, I know how people feel they don't like McKinley or whatever because of Jack Doherty, but that would be a W, because Jack has honestly proven to her that he does not deserve her at all.
You gotta get out of my house. I didn't say you can come in
She's
here.
letting us in.
She doesn't own this house. I didn't say you can come in my house.
Her address is
I don't
on
care.
here. She's a resident here.
I don't care. You
We're
guys
not
aren't
here to
allowed
do
in my
it.
house.
We're not here to have a hard
You guys aren't
time.
allowed in my house. I'm sorry.
She lives here.
Who gave you?
She did.
She doesn't own this house. Just because she lives doesn't mean she gave permission to. Bro, you called the cops on me in my own fucking house after I've done everything for you.
So for the people who have their ears listening to everything that is being said here, Jack goes on to guilt trip her, and he continues to act like the victim despite potentially and most likely not being the victim. And he says the line, "You called the police on me in my own effing house after all I've done for you." Like, that's what this guy is good at, emotionally manipulating people, especially the people who are closest around him, like his girlfriend or his presumed girlfriend, because let's be real, you don't treat your girlfriend like that, or any woman.
I didn't threaten you, bro. Bro, how did I threaten you?
Okay, can you stay over there?
Fuck that. You're in my house. You're unreal, bro. You're in my house. Tell me what the fuck to do.
This is her house.
She doesn't
Her
pay
own
for it. I'm
residence.
sorry.
Doesn't matter.
It's not your house.
Doesn't matter.
This is fucking crazy. McKinley, what the fuck are you doing? Dude, who the fuck is this bitch? You get the fuck out of my house, bitch.
No,
Yeah,
Jack,
stay the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out. Get out.
Stop.
Dave, tell her to get the fuck out of the house.
No, it's my
Not
friend.
that ass. Get this stupid ass bitch out of here.
And then you see this right here. This is just the cherry on top for Jack. I guess he just randomly realized that there was another female in there who happened to be McKinley's friend, also known as another target for Jack to attack. And that's essentially what he does. Like, I mean, if this doesn't convince you to stop being a fan of Jack Doherty, or to stay far, far away from Jack Doherty if you want to like romantically pursue the guy, like, just for the people who happen to be in here who actually like Jack, I don't know what there is to like about this guy. Now, anyways, moving on, because we're not quite done yet. If anyone has still not gotten the memo, Jack is not a normal person by any means, and like we've gone over before, he's a piece of shit. So guess what he decides to do during this whole time period of this dispute he's been having with his girlfriend? Yes, guys, he continues streaming, and he even talks about the situation live live on stream like you would. I mean, I know that this is like a public couple and all that, but some things honestly just do not need to be filmed or talked about in front of a public audience. And that's another reason why I believe that he's using this whole situation and every other situation for content to make money. It honestly reminds me of the time he crashes McLaren going down the freeway and he hydroplaned, right? And then after the crash, as like the first responders are coming up and like making sure he's okay and everybody else is okay, whatever, like his cameraman, he continues to keep recording and uses that as content. And then as far as I remember it, he said something along the lines of, well, I got to use this for content so I can make some money back on my McLaren that I just wrecked. Like that's essentially what he's doing with this situation too. Like he's content brain to an insane extent, and it's awful. Another reason why she just needs to leave him. So he did this stream over on one of his social platforms. It was around 2 days ago at like 8 p.m. And during this stream, around an hour in, he talks about the situation. And you know what's crazy actually is it took him an hour to even talk about the situation. So that kind of just shows you like where it is on his list of priorities compared to everything else. And just some of the stuff he says about the situation and about her, like it's ridiculous. He even at one point, and this was because he was asked by the chat, like the chat asked something along the lines of, oh, what are you gonna do if she finds somebody new or whatever? He responded and said if she does that, he's gonna take all of her stuff that is currently at the house, including the money and everything, right? And he said he's gonna blow it up. Like that's not even a joke. He didn't joke, I didn't joke. He actually meant that. Take a look.
What if she hooks up with another guy? Meanwhile, I will take the hundreds of thousands of dollars of shit that she has in my closet and her Maybach, and I will disintegrate that shit. I will fucking put dynamite, and I will blow it all fucking up. Everything. And her fucking, I will blow up everything. Her fucking family doesn't even get a house. Fuck that shit. If she fucking ever even even looks another guy in the eyes, cooked. Like, I'm kidding, I'm joking, obviously. But like, I would cook her shit. No, I'm kidding. But she knows better. She would never fucking do that shit.
Another thing he says at the end of the clip there, if you caught it, is apparently she would know better to not, like, I guess, cheat. But I don't even know if they're, I mean, if he claimed that he's single, right? So if he's single and they're not dating, it wouldn't be cheating. So you really couldn't say, oh, well, she knows better not to cheat or whatever. Like, bro, I honestly hope she's done with your ass because she's given you so many chances from what I have seen. And from the way that you're explaining everything, because I watched like maybe 10-20 minutes of this part of the stream, which I'm not going to be showing here because it's just pointless. And a lot of it is like ego stroking and stuff like that. And just, I mean, overall stroking himself. I was saying that in a metaphoric way, by the way, YouTube, because that's essentially what he did the whole stream, at least when he was talking about her. And some other less important information I was able to pick up from this was apparently she's going back to go stay with her family in Las Vegas. He also said it's gonna be like maybe a few days a week that she's gone or something like that. And let's be real, bro, if she's going all the way back to Las Vegas, I really don't know about that one, man. This sounds pretty serious. So after doing some more research, I was able to find a little bit of what looks like to be a deleted stream. This stream took place after McKinley left, and again, he just continues to publicly humiliate the person he is calling his significant other.
Instead of talking to me, like yesterday I told you guys we were gonna fight, instead of talking to me, like I thought everything was okay. Instead of talking to me, this bitch has been plotting the past 24 hours. She changed all of her passwords to all of her fucking social media accounts that I blew the fuck up because she's my fucking girlfriend. Like the fuck? And she just took, like, evil, bro, evil bitch. She just took fucking 500 grand a month from me, fucking evil, bro. She's been plotting. She used me the past 2 years to fucking, I can't believe it. I'm so mad. This is like the last, like actual, like, real person I thought I had in my life. 24 hours gone like that. Like, I never thought 24 hours ago the one girl I ever loved would be gone like that. Like, fucking, like, dead ass just straight up used me. Like, that's what it seems like. It's like, what the fuck? Who flips a switch, packs all their shit, calls the cops on you, and change their passwords to fucking everything over a little ass fucking argument? Like, what the fuck? Like, insane. I thought I knew her, but I guess I fucking don't. I've done everything for this girl more than I've done more for this girl than I've done my fucking self. She's changed me so much, and I fucking make so many sacrifices for her. You guys seen, like, I sacrificed my content for this girl. Like, I sacrificed my business for this girl. I made her my business. Like, I fucking put all my time into her. And she doesn't realize that. She doesn't realize I go above and beyond for her. And I fucking have never done more for anybody else in my life than her. And she doesn't get that. And she's just very unappreciative to me. I've done the world for her. And she just fucking, I gotta stop. Right? You deserve better. I fucking agree. That's insane. It's like, guys, we got in a little ass argument because I wanted her to wake up earlier yesterday. Instead, she packs the whole entire fucking house, bro. Oh, except that. Whoops. Literally, she packed the whole entire fucking house. She packed all of her fucking shit. She took, and she called the cops on me to fucking do it too, which is crazy. Everything, bro. She took all of her shit. The guns, fucking everything, bro.
He's just so wrong. And something else that this proves to me, I mean, either he's just trying to play the victim and trying to get more people on his side versus on his girlfriend's side. But if you have kept up to date on this guy, I guess as much as I have, which I usually keep up with him when I'm making those videos. So around those points, right? Which frankly, I've talked about like the worst things that he has done. You know, he can sit here and claim, oh, he gave her the world. Oh, he gave her $500,000 a month to try and justify, you know, how he's been treating her. But I don't know, either he's framing it like this, like I said, to look better, or he's just not self-aware. Because I don't know, maybe I just see the worst of Jack Doherty from these clips, but every clip he's emotionally manipulating her like all the time, at least from what I've seen. Like if you guys have seen my previous videos on him, like the one where they go on that cruise vacation, they have that argument and Jack is complaining about how he works way too much and how he does the most work, blah, 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 blah. Like there was a lot of that in that video too. And honestly, I'm gonna say this actually before I forget once again. Maybe Jack needs to like step away a little bit from the whole content thing. And I know it's his job and whatnot, or like he needs to step back a little bit. Okay, he can continue doing it, but when it comes down to like his relationship, like your relationship does not need to be involved with your work. Like you can have a girlfriend or a boyfriend and keep them private and off the screen. Sure, maybe for Jack it would be a little bit harder, but I have a feeling that when it comes down to this, it would solve a lot more issues than having her on stream and making content with her or of her. Sort of like with this situation, you're essentially taking this quote-unquote breakup, because I don't know if it's a breakup or not. I would like to assume and hope it is, but yeah, he's essentially taking this and making content out of it to make money. Like it's ridiculous. Like I said earlier, any normal human being would not do shit like this. And Jack likes to say, oh, we're gonna get back together and stuff like that, and oh, we always get over stuff like this or whatever. But I don't know, I just have a real big feeling, okay, that it's over. And it's like Jack is saying all this stuff, oh, we'll get back together, everything will be fine again, as he continually disrespects her. And like I said before, on top of that, he brings it to social media and uses it for content to make him money. It's absolutely ridiculous. And honestly, I don't have too much more to say about this except for I really hope it's real. And not because I want to see Jack Doherty in pain, like emotional pain. I mean, I kind of do, but because I'm really hoping that she finally realized that Jack is just a piece of shit and she needs to get away. So she finally did that. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm going to be wrapping up the video right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to be like my first video I posted in like a week or two. And once again, the reason why I came on here to talk about this is because I had previous ties. So I figured I would just come on here and talk about this. And I felt that this was worth talking about. Another situation I may or may not cover is the whole Johnny Somali thing. I think a lot of us who are currently watching the video right now have at least some sort of idea of what is going on with that. Here's a little bit of a rundown. Johnny Somali is in South Korea, and I have a feeling it's been almost a year. He's been making an absolute fool out of himself, and he's been breaking a lot of the laws there and disrespecting South Korea and really not giving a shit while doing it. So it finally looks like they're throwing the book at him, and honestly, I'm really happy to see it. So I may or may not talk about that in an upcoming video sometime soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that. If there's anything you guys want me to talk about, which I can't guarantee I will talk about, something that you will put in the comments. If I find interest in it, I will. But yeah, once again, feel free if you have any video suggestions, if you have like any particular content creator you want me to talk about, I will happily, I would like to assume, come on here and make a video on it. So yeah, just leave those down in the comment section down below. If you were able to make it to this part in the video, make sure you leave the comment too, just so I know who made it to the end of the video. My name is Breone, and I will see you in my next video. Peace!